Hi guys, welcome to this relaxing Vinyasa flow in the rain. I have been trying all summer to film a flow out here on my porch in the rain, and I finally saw on the weather that there was showers coming without lightning or thunder at 7 p.m. So I checked the radar, I planned my whole day, and the rain came like 4 hours early. So I was cooking and not ready at all, and I saw the rain come and I checked the radar and now it's raining from 4 to 6. So I had to roll out my mat and take advantage. So sometimes when what you're looking for comes your way, you just have to roll out the mat and go with it. So let's get started for this rainy Vinyasa flow. We'll meet as normal in our child's pose, bringing our hips over our heels and walking our hands forward, melting our forehead down onto the mat, rolling our forehead back and forth to create some grounding here. Connecting to our breath here in child's pose. Rocking our forehead back and forth, left and right, to find some grounding in this pose. Lifting into our tabletop position. Inhale for cow pose, exhale for cat pose, taking this at your own speed in accordance with your own breath. Inhale for cow, exhale for cat pose. Shifting our hips back, meeting in downward facing dog, pedaling out the mat, bringing awareness to our senses here, to the feeling of our feet pressing and pedaling into the mat, the feeling of the contact of our hands pressing firmly into the mat, and of course the beautiful natural sound of the rain around us. It also smells so fresh outside during and after a summer rain. Bending our knees, stepping our left foot followed by the right to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Bringing opposite wrist to opposite elbow, adding a small bend in the knees to protect the lower back. Finding some movement back and forth in this pose or stillness. Letting our hands run long. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Step back to plank. Lowering our knees down to the mat. Bringing our right foot out to the side. Lifting our left hand overhead. Connecting our breath. Deep belly breath on the inhale, sending that breath to our side body to find expansion. Reversing it, bringing right hand to right knee or thigh, bringing our left hand to our thigh and our right hand overhead for a side body stretch. Bringing it back down to the mat, bringing our left leg out this time, grounding through our right leg, inhaling our right hand overhead. Connecting through our breath, finding that expansion in the right side body, bringing our right hand to our right thigh, knee, or outside of our shin. Inhaling the left hand overhead, finding that expansion this time in the left side body. Connecting to the breath, slow, long exhales, cartwheeling the hands back down, meeting in our table pose. Exhale, pushing back to child's pose just for a second to regain our center. Connecting to our breath. On the exhale, lifting once again to table, bringing our right leg back out again. This time grounding through our right hand, pressing through the left foot, inhaling the right hand overhead for supported side plank. Bringing our hands down on the mat, meeting in a tabletop position. Same thing, other side, right hand comes overhead, right foot presses out. We are grounded through our left hand on this side. Meeting back in our tabletop position, extending our left hand overhead, pressing back through that right foot, bringing knee to elbow in coordination with your breath. Crunching on the exhale, extending on the inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reaching back out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reaching back out. Meeting in a tabletop position, reaching through the right arm this time, pressing through the left leg. Finding that motion with our breath on this side at your own pace. Meeting back in our tabletop position, shifting our hips back, downward facing dog, choosing to pedal out your feet or finding stillness here, pressing through the palms. One inhale together here, exhale, let it all go. Finding stillness in our downward facing dog. On your exhale, bend the knees, stepping the right foot followed by the left, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward folds. Bending the knees, inhaling your hands overhead. Exhale for that spinal extension, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bending those knees. Inhale, our hands overhead, finding that spinal bend again. Opening this time exhaling our hands to heart center, finding stillness and setting your intention for the practice here. On your inhale, opening your arms to the left. Exhale, bring them back to center. Opening again to the right side. Exhale, bringing them back to center. Exhale, forward fold, step back to plank. One inhale, set up your plank, lowering your knees down, bending your elbows in at your sides at a 90-degree angle, lifting to upward facing dog, tucking the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is your modification if you choose to do it today. the rest of the practice, I will be demonstrating a traditional chaturanga, but feel free to come back to this modification anytime you need. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right foot rises. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, right foot rises. Exhale, bring it to your chest, step it through. Inhale, hands overhead, crescent warrior. Bringing both of your thighs, pulling them together, reaching through the crown of the head, bringing those hands overhead, finding your stability, finding your power in this pose. Connecting to your breath here. On the exhale, bringing your left palm to the mat, inhaling your right palm up and around, bringing it back up to our crescent warrior. Exhaling those hands to heart center, opening to the left side, bringing that left foot out at a 90-degree angle, bringing that right knee to the outward side by the right little toe. Warrior 2, gaze over the right fingertips. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Finding space for your breath. Exhale, cartwheeling the hands down. Step back to plank. One inhale, set up your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One inhale, open your mouth. Exhale. Inhale, left foot rises, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, bring it back up. Left knee, right elbow. Take it back up. Left knee into center, slowly stepping it through with control. Inhale, crescent warrior, pulling those inner thighs together as if there were a beach ball, finding that stability, reaching through your core. Exhaling the hands down, planting the right palm, extending your left palm overhead. Circling it around and back up into crescent warrior. Exhale, hands to heart center. Warrior facing the right. Your left knee has the 90-degree angle. Finding your breath in this pose. Inhale, reverse. Again, this right foot is turned out to the side of your mat, your left foot facing the front. Cartwheeling the hands down, step back to plank. One inhale, set up your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it through. My cat is trying to sneak out the door, that's why I'm laughing. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, open warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Straighten that right leg. Palm to shin for triangle pose. There's little Nacho. Bringing our hands to frame the right foot, stepping that left foot up a couple inches. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold for pyramid pose. Connecting to our breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing our feet out to the left side of our mat, toe heeling our feet out as wide as necessary for a wide-legged forward fold. Follow your own body on how wide you want to go here. Connecting to the breath. Finding a small motion back and forth or stillness here. Walking our hands back in, so heeling the feet in, closer, stepping back to plank. One inhale, set up your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot rises. Exhale with control, stepping it through. Inhale, meeting in crescent warrior. Exhale, hands to heart center. Opening up to the right. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, left palm to left shin. Right hand overhead. Connecting to our breath on the exhale, hands frame that left foot, stepping the right foot up a couple inches. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold for pyramid. Little visit from Nacho again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to plank. One inhale, set up your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Just kidding. Opening up, side plank, facing the right. Facing the left, sorry. If you want to modify, you can drop that right knee down, or you can keep it in full side expression. Coming back through center plank, taking side plank to the right this time, grounding through that left palm, reaching our right hand overhead. If you need a modification, lowering the left knee down. Coming back through to center in plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, step or jump, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees. I'm going to turn to face you, but you can stay at the top of the mat for our balance section. Grounding through our left foot, bringing our right knee up for right knee raise. Not having a concave bend in our spine, keeping our spine straight, reaching through the crown of the head, but pulling our belly button in to create that vacuum in the core. Lowering our right leg down. This time, peeling that left foot off the mat for left knee raise. Lowering it back down. I'll meet you back at the top of our mat. Grounding through our right leg, peeling our left foot off the mat, sending that left foot back, bringing our thumb to the arch, pressing the foot into the left hand, reaching our right fingertips overhead for dancer pose. I could go down farther, but I don't have the space here because of the door. Grounding through both feet. Bringing my right arch to my right thumb, pressing my foot back into my hand, extending my left arm and fingertips forward for dancer this side. Bringing it back down. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, forward folds. Step back to plank. One inhale, set up your plank. Exhale, just kidding. Bringing our knees down. Crossing our ankles behind us, sitting back. Letting our legs run long. Inhale up to table. Not our break yet. Engaging those core once again. Keeping our feet flexed. Keeping our heart open and reaching to the crown of the head. Letting our feet come down to the mat. This time stacking our right shin over our left shin, inhaling our hands overhead, walking our hands forward. This is double fire log pose or double pigeon pose. It can be more intense than it looks, so feel free to keep your palms on your knee if applicable. Connecting to your breath in this pose, finding the stillness and the unwind after the more power flow we just went through. Walking our hands in, unwinding our right leg, pulling our left foot into our hip, stepping our right foot to the outside of that left knee, inhaling our right hand overhead, inhaling our left hand overhead, bringing our left elbow to the outside of the right knee, looking back over our right shoulder. Connecting to our breath, taking slower inhales and slower exhales to still find the depth of breath in the twist. Unraveling now, just to stack the left foot shin on top of the right shin, inhaling our hands overhead, walking them forward for double pigeon pose, left leg on top. Not overstretching that lower back. When you're ready to come out, unstacking the right shin off of the left, pulling that right foot in, stepping our left foot to the outside of that right knee, inhaling our right hand overhead, bringing our right elbow to the outside of the left knee, keeping our gaze over our left shoulder. Bringing our right knee back behind us, followed by walking our hands forward and meeting in tadpole or frog pose. Tadpole is with our ankles closer together and our feet straight. Frog is bringing our feet outward to the side and walking the hands down. Play around here with what position feels best, walking your hands out forward or bringing them back and slowly connecting to your breath in this pose. allowing any stories that come up in your mind to just pass through, no needing to analyze or figure out our thoughts, just letting our body and our awareness return to our senses once again at the end of our practice. Bringing awareness to where we feel tight, where we feel expansive. Walking our hands back up, bringing our toes and ankles closer together. Little visit from Nacho here. Meeting in a seated position, letting our feet run long. Bringing our back one vertebrae down at a time. Bringing our knees into chest, bringing our left hand to the outside of the right knee, and allowing our knees to fall out to the left. Bringing our knees back into center. Same thing, supine twist, knees out to the right. Still being mindful of our deep belly breaths in this pose, our Ujjayi breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhale, letting our feet run long. Meeting in our final resting pose of shavasana, letting our breath fall away here. Keeping our mind still, bringing awareness to our senses, where our back meets the mat, where the back of our thighs, calves, and heels are resting on the mat. The sound of the rain falling, and the fresh, cool summer rain air. Letting everything fall away and finding full rest in this pose. When you're ready to come out, rolling on your left or right side, lifting up into a seated meditation pose. Our hands overhead, exhaling, knowing that the light inside of me honors and meets the light inside of you. Namaste. Thank you for watching and taking part in this really impromptu flow. I am so excited to have gotten the chance to film out here in the rain, even though, like I said in the introduction, I was planning on filming at 7. My makeup is not done. Half of my dinner is cooking. I had to turn the fire off and run out, but that's all part of the game. I wanted to film at least one flow naturally in the rain, so I came 2 hours early, so I'm out here 2 hours early. So thank you so much. I hope you feel so rejuvenated. The air is just so fresh and cool, and it was so humid today. So it's a really nice feeling to be out here practicing in the elements. So please like, comment, and subscribe to help get this channel growing. Share it with your friends, your family, and keep coming back for more practices. Comment down below what you would like to see next, and I can bring those types of flows to you. Thank you. Bye.